This is day 2 of posting a video to YouTube every day for 365 days and seeing where I end up. So if you're interested to see where this takes me, you might want to consider subscribing. Today I've got a thought experiment for you, and the question is, what would your life look like if you did everything perfectly? You had the perfect day every day for 365 days. So this is something I was pondering on yesterday. It was the first of the year, and you never have as much motivation as you do on the first of the year if you're that sort of person that sets the intention for a New Year's resolution. If you went out drinking the night before or did something stupid, you're probably not in any fit state, you're hungover or something, so you're not going to start on the first, you'll start on Monday or whatever, so it doesn't apply to you. But people that are goal driven and are set to start on the 1st of January, that's the highest your motivation is going to be. So it's very easy to get the perfect day. You probably did everything right. And there's a few things I was thinking about with this. There's not actually a lot you have to do to achieve certain things. So unless you've reached a state of desirelessness and you don't want anything, which is kind of a spiritual aspiration, but in life there are needs you need to meet. So Yale University did a study on does money buy happiness, and they found that happiness increases as money increases up to $70,000 per year of income. So if you're earning $10,000 a year, you would be happier if you was earning 20, and that keeps your happiness increases until 70. And this makes perfect sense, because if you haven't got enough food, if you haven't got enough money to put food on the table or buy clothes or shelter, then I wouldn't even call it happiness. I guess it's anxiety and stress, but that's alleviated after $70,000. Then any more than that doesn't improve your life at all. So that might here. So that might be you. You might have reached that point. So the question is, what would your life look like if there's things you're trying to improve? Imagine a year of doing everything perfectly right, and you can do this after New Year quite easily. You find that the 1st of January, you do everything right. You go to the gym, you eat clean, because motivation is high. So I would say, if you didn't do it, set a day, pick a day, and you just say, I'm going to make it as easy as possible for me to do everything perfectly right. And I did it yesterday. I had the opportunity to eat clean, to do a workout. The gym was closed, so I did a home workout. There's only a handful of things that I have to do for it to be a perfect day. And if you project forward, you go, well, I know what that looks like. What would that look like times 365 days? I went to church. All of the things that I have as my goals, I just did them. I did a sea swim. I posted to YouTube, posted to TikTok. These are all things that I have to do to meet my goals. Then I thought, that was actually not that hard. I wasn't working yesterday like my job, so it was a little bit easier, but it's still achievable on a work day. So I was thinking, well, if that's doable and it's not that hard, why don't you do it every day? Do you know what I mean? And it's not because you can't, it's not because it's impossible, it's just because you choose not to. Like even yesterday, because I'd had quite a busy day, I wasn't going to go to church. I go to the Compline service in the evening before bed. And I was thinking, I could not. But because I wanted to see what a perfect day looked like, I just went. And there's no reason why I couldn't do that every day. So that's the first part, is what would your life look like? You get everything right. You don't overspend money. Whatever it is I don't know what your goals are. But for me, I can project forward what that would look like. And the only reason, if 2024 didn't go to plan, it's not massive things that went wrong, it's quite minor things. So it would be that they're small decisions. You think it's some catastrophic thing, but it's not. It's just not going to the gym that day, or choosing to eat poorly that day, because you can write off 3 days worth of progress in terms of diet with 1 day of overeating. That's how calories work. You know what I mean? You can be in a calorie deficit, meeting your goals 3 days in a row, and then 1 day could completely destroy that. So that's the first thing. Project forward, use your imagination. What would it look like? Then the second part is consider how easy it is to get everything right. For me, the last year I spent in kind of a minimalist mindset. So I would remove everything that wasn't the thing that's, really important to me, because we have a lot of distractions in our life. So I narrowed it down, and for me, I'll try and list to get a perfect day and achieve everything I want to achieve. I pretty much just have to eat clean, do some sort of exercise, normally walking, post a YouTube video, post a TikTok video, meditation or prayer, cold shower or sea swim, and work, and walk my dog, and just basic stuff. That's not that hard to hit all of those. But some days I won't meditate or pray, and what's the excuse? Like, there's literally no reason. It's so easy to do. And it's funny how life-changing decisions aren't big. They're not massive events, they're just small things. So posting to TikTok every day had a massive impact on my life. It's a 1-minute video, they're shorts on TikTok, so it's just post that every day. But if I hadn't have done that, or if I'd skipped days, I wouldn't have seen the results. And I know YouTube will be the same. It will have a massive impact. And it's record a video, post it, but I could not. There's days where I could not do that. So I think that's worth considering. Have a think about what your life would look like if you just got everything right every day. And then set a day where you do it, where you make it easy for yourself. You get the right food in, you, have a shorter shift at work or whatever it is, and just hit every single mark and see how you feel, right? And if you really want to do the experiment, do another day where you purposely, I've done this before with my trying to learn the diet. I purposely went on to what I call normal people food and just ate crisps and chocolate bars just to see the contrast, so you know what's working. So you do your perfect day, and then you do a day where you, get a Domino's pizza or something. Don't go to the gym, don't meditate, don't do whatever work or vocation you're doing, and see how you feel. And it's like a soul thing. It's not even the body, because the body will feel worse if you don't go to the gym and you don't exercise, but it's your soul. You're not fulfilling your potential. So let me know in the comments, how does this little experiment work for you? And it'd be interesting to see. You might not want to post this, but the list of your things, because I've got a calendar on the wall, and I've divided it into 6 sections. So there's 6 things I have to do. So I'll try and remember what's on the calendar. The first line is cold shower. The second line is sleep. So 8 hours of sleep opportunity per night. Meditation, food has got to be clean, and then post to YouTube and TikTok. And in those categories, I do a green line, mark it off if I do it correctly. And you just can see the outcome of your life. If you look at the calendar and it's all green, it's just all going well, and you can see the fruits of your labor. And some days I don't even mark it on the calendar, so there's not green or red. So if I don't hit it, I'll do a red line, but there's not even a red line, because I didn't even have the mindfulness and I wasn't even bothered to mark it on the calendar. And they're the worst days. You look at the calendar and there's no lines on it, it's just empty white. It's better for there to be red lines, because you've actually had the intention. You're checking yourself, you're kind of assessing what you've achieved that day. So, and then you visualize the whole calendar, because it's a month's worth of green lines, and you just know the fruits of that labor are going to be, you're planting seeds, and the things are going to grow from that. So give it a go. So yeah, it would be interesting to see your list of things. What have you got to hit every day for it to be a perfect day? Hope that helps. Speak to you tomorrow.